Hey, what's up, beautiful people? This is Sanchia Divine, and guess what today is? Today is Transformation Tuesday, and I'm happy to be back. I said I needed to come on here today and definitely do a video. I've been away for the last 2 weeks. I've been traveling. Last weekend, or last Tuesday, I was actually in Miami celebrating the Forbidden Knowledge Conscious Awards, which was exceptional. This will go down in history as the first year that, Billy Carson and the team of Forbidden Knowledge, prepared and had some awards for some really deserving people that has been, in the spiritual world, in the mystical world, for the last couple of years that have been given from their hearts. And it's only right that they get rewarded for their exceptional work and awesomeness. Excuse me. So, I was happy to be there in person so that I can witness this phenomenal, occasion and get to celebrate with the team. The energy was just off the charts. So, yeah, I had to give a highlight and shout out about that because, it was just a blessing to be there in person. So that's why I haven't been uploading. I haven't been able to record actually any videos for the last 2 weeks. So please forgive me. And I am back now today. And today also, like before I begin my video, today happens to be the Lion Gate portal, right? 8-8, baby. So these energies have been around since July 26th. And they will also be around until about August 12th. However, today being 8-8, today is the apex. Today is the day that the energy is heightened at its highest peak. So today is the day for us to take full advantage of what these energies bring. And what the Lionsgate portal is that it opens up the energies to kind of link the physical and spiritual worlds, right? So right now, we are being, humanity, the collective is being uploaded with energies that, from the spirit world that, we are needing for us to face this heightened awakening that's happening with the collective, right? So, as we know, there's a huge shift and awakening going on with the collective. So what these energies, so the Lionsgate portal is a portal that opens up, that allows the spirit world and divine spirit to upload us with a lot of the tools and energies that we need, or that we're going to need, so that our consciousness can grow, our consciousness can improve, upgrades to our psychic abilities, our consciousness, our DNA, so that we can handle these energies that are coming in our physical body. So, if you're feeling kind of fatigued, anxious, slight headaches, body aches and pains, these are some of the symptoms of this portal and the energies that are coming through. So, don't be hard on yourself. Just understand that, you're being downgraded and, you're being downloaded with energies. Not downgraded, you're being upgraded actually. So, you're being downloaded with energies from the spirit world. So just be easy on yourself, get some rest, drink lots of water, and things of that nature. All right, so now to the topic of Transformation Tuesday. Today I want to talk about acceptance. And this topic came to me today because, I wouldn't say everything that could have gone wrong today went wrong, because it was still a beautiful day. A lot of things did go right. However, I had a couple of, hiccups and things that could have sent me in, things that could have sent me into a frenzy, into a tizzy. However, I'm actually celebrating because, like I said, a couple of things happened that I could have, I could have taken it and been like, oh, whatever, and complained and really, allowed myself to go crazy and allowed myself to go off balance. However, I was able to handle it. My energies were, stayed neutral. I gave thanks. I was in gratitude to the universe. And I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I gave thanks for my abundance that I know is in alignment with the universe that flows within me. So, that led me to speak about the topic of acceptance and all the spiritual benefits that comes with acceptance. I mean, acceptance is very beneficial as far as spiritual growth, right? Acceptance holds a multitude of spiritual benefits. When we practice acceptance, we, cultivate a mindset of openness, understanding, and non judgment, right? So, I'm going to talk about a few of the spiritual benefits of just accepting, because when we accept things, our life goes so much smoother, everything flows so much easier. It allows us to go with the grain instead of against the grain, and it opens up our energies to be accepting of what the universe has in store for us, right? What our higher selves has in store for us. So, when we practice acceptance, one of the benefits is that it brings us inner peace, right? Accepting things as they are allows us to let go of resistance and find the inner peace within us, right? It's inner peace, so of course it's within us, right? So, instead of always trying to change things, especially if they're not in your control, right? Especially if we can't do anything about it. So instead of constantly trying to change or control external circumstances, when we learn to embrace the present moment and find the contentment within ourselves, that's the inner peace right there, right? So why fight against something that's out of your control? So when you learn to just accept things as they are, accept people as they are, accept your circumstances as they are, it puts you in flow. It puts you in alignment with the universe and everything that is in store for you. Everything that's in alignment with your highest good, right? So another benefit of acceptance is that it's a liberation from suffering. Like when I first heard that, I mean, I thought it was so profound. I think I heard it from Sadhguru, where he explained that when we accept things, it eliminates suffering and chaos. And I thought about it because it's like, we bring that on ourselves when we try to fight things and we are all taken aback and we're all taken, when we allow ourselves to, to lose control and to come out of balance. That's called suffering. That's bringing suffering on ourselves. So if it is that, like things don't go as planned or things don't go as we intended, hey, I mean, I'm not, it doesn't mean to throw your hands up and give up. It just means, to accept it as it is, especially, once again, if it's out of your control, if you can't do anything about it. Now, if there is something that you can do about it, do the best you can. However, still have the inner, the inner feeling, the inner balance within yourself. Don't let this thing that didn't go your way, or don't let this thing that didn't happen the way you planned it, to send you into a frenzy, to send you off balance and off kilter, because that's what you're going to keep attracting to yourself, right? So, acceptance helps us to break free from the cycle of suffering, right? When we resist or deny reality, we create unnecessary pain and struggle. And it's really that simple. It's like, this is the reality of what's happening to us in the moment. Like, face the reality, come to terms with it, all right? Do your best. That's, do your best of what's in your control, and apart from that, there's nothing you can do. So complaining, being upset, fighting against it, it's not going to do any good. All right, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, because the last thing I need is for it to ring in this moment. Excuse me, guys. Thank you very much. All right, so yeah. So when we learn to accept, right, through acceptance, when we learn to really accept, we learn to acknowledge and embrace both the joys and the challenges of life, allowing us to navigate difficult situations with grace and resilience. And that's what I mean. It's like, you know what? Keep your head up. All right. Stay calm. All right. Go within. Be peaceful. Be graceful. Be in unconditional love. And understand that, hey, whatever's going on, tell yourself and affirm that whatever's happening, like everything that's happening to me right now is happening for my highest good. Everything that's happening to me right now is happening for my best good. The universe is conspiring right now for my highest good, no matter what it is. Because even though things don't go the way we plan sometimes that's the best thing for us. All right? God knows best. The universe knows best. Our creator source knows best. Our higher selves knows best. Divine spirit knows what's best for us. All right? So we may have our plans. However, the universe knows what it is that we need. And sometimes, when things don't go the way we expect it to go or the way we plan it to go, that's a blessing. All right. So that's how we have to accept things and see things. So that's what acceptance allows. Like, instead of fighting against whatever is going on, instead of fighting against the reality of whatever is happening, accepting it is going to allow now everything else to align and flow. That's in your best interest. Right. So, yeah, that liberation from suffering and chaos, that was a big one for me, because I was like, wow, that is really profound, right? One of the other benefits of acceptance is it fosters connection with others, right? So when we accept things as they are, it allows us to have compassion and empathy towards others, right? So, accepting people as they are, right? Judgment free, with no expectations, right? That's the best thing that we can do for ourselves, because it's like when you let go of expectations, when you're not in a place of judging someone or people for who they are, and you freely accept them for who they are, like, you don't have any expectations from that person. You're being your authentic self in doing or being who you are without the expectation of them being a certain type of way. So when you're living in your authentic self, when you're living in unconditional love, acceptance of others comes really easy, because it's like, you don't have any expectations from them, right? So acceptance also, on that level promotes love, it promotes forgiveness, and it promotes the nurturing of healthy relationships. Like, yeah, I mean, that was a big one for me as well. Like, when I really learned that, my relationships became much easier, much smoother, much more, much more compatible, because it's like, you know, I'm treating people and others the way I'd like to be treated, all right, without judging them for who they are, without judging them for what they do or who they are, without, you know, and having compassion and knowing that, hey, this person is just being themselves. All right. Now, if their behavior is not in alignment with what I'm seeking or in alignment with my energy, it's still up to me. I still need, you know, acceptance is still key. You understand? It's, you know, you could accept someone for who they are, but you don't have to be around them. You don't have to hang out with them. You don't have to correspond with them. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, hey, well, this is who that person is. Cool. All right? I'm going to be over here, but you're not going to be, you know, you're not going to get upset and be like, oh, you know, or force that person to change who they are because it's not accepting to you. So yeah, the best way to, you know, to formulate relationships, the best way to foster relationships is to just be accepting of people the way they are, for who they are. And I'll tell you, know, I'll be very transparent here. My marriage became a whole lot better and stronger once I started practicing that aspect. All right. Once I stopped trying to change my husband into who I wanted him to be or who I thought he should be. All right. And just accepting him the way he is, you know, things got a whole lot smoother, a whole lot better. And, you know, with me doing that with him, he also reciprocated that to me. He also started doing that for me in accepting me for who I am. You understand? Without any expectation or judgment. So yeah, that's one of my major points with this, is that it, you know, it fosters compassion, it fosters empathy, and it helps people, you know, it helps relationships to go smooth and to be smooth. And that's one of the best ways, acceptance. All right. Acceptance also leads to growth and transformation. And that's what we're doing here, right? That is what we're doing here, right? So, you know, acceptance is one of the first steps towards personal growth and transformation. By accepting our strengths, weaknesses, limitations, accepting every little thing about ourselves, loving ourselves unconditionally is accepting ourselves, our beings, self-acceptance, for, you know, accepting ourselves for who we are, and no matter what that is. All right. So yeah, that is, you know, one of the best things in life. All right. Self-acceptance is the key. Self-acceptance allows you to be confident. Self-acceptance is the footstool to one accepting others for who they are. Because once you accept yourself, all right, then you don't have the need to change others or to, you know, or to judge others, because you're in total, you know, unconditional love for yourself. You're in total, you know, acceptance of yourself, right? So, you know, once we accept ourselves with all our limitations, our strengths, our weaknesses, whatever it may be, all right, whatever it may be, we can embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. Okay? Acceptance allows us to learn from our experiences, take responsibility for our actions, and make positive changes in our lives. All right? Like, there's no acceptance than self-acceptance. And that leads us to grow. That leads us to evolve. You understand? That leads us to become better than who we are. The only person or, you know, or individual that we are ever in competition with is ourselves. And once we learn to accept ourselves for who we are in all our glory and all with all our flaws, with everything that comes with who we are, then that is the key. All right? It helps you grow. It helps you transform. So yeah, I love that. I love that concept. Okay? Acceptance leads to letting go of control. Letting go of control, like that is so deep, right? So when we accept, all right, when we are in total acceptance, it helps us relinquish the need for control. Okay? So we already know that there are certain things beyond our control. We already understand, okay? We already understand that we're not in control, all right? We should all right? Surrender is key. We are not in control of anything, all right? We're only in control of ourselves, all right? And most of the times, we're not even in control of that, okay? But I would say be in control of you through your higher self, all right? And I'm not trying to go too off topic here, but yeah, the only thing that we can control is ourselves, our minds, our thoughts, all right? And most of us can't even do that. So allow ourselves to surrender to our higher selves. Surrender to divine spirit, right? So yeah, when we surrender, we let go. We let go of any outcomes. We let go of any, resistance. That's one of the biggest things, right? So, when we understand that certain things are out of our control, we totally understand that. When we really embrace that concept that we're not in control, all right? Rather than resisting the truth or resisting our reality for what it is, we learn to surrender. All right? Surrender and trust in the flow of life. Like, I mean, that's one of the biggest goals of evolving and flowing, surrendering to our higher selves, surrendering to our higher, to our higher calling, surrendering to the divine spark that flows within us all. Because like I said, we're not in control of squat. You understand? It's about surrendering. So once we learn to surrender, that is the acceptance of that. Letting go of control. Because we're not in control of anything, right? When we surrender, that opens up new possibilities and allows us to embrace the unknown with courage and with faith. All right? That's my jam right there. Faith of the unseen, of the unknown. So yeah, let's let go and accept things as they are. When we do that, like the floodgates open up, the floodgates of abundance of our lives flowing, in the direction that it is purpose for us to flow, right? So, yeah. Acceptance encourages us to be fully present and in the moment, all right? When we accept things, we are focused on the present, right? Mindfulness, all right? When we accept what is without judgment or the need to change it, we can fully engage with our surroundings and experience life more deeply, all right? So that means we're not stuck in the past, all right? We're not pondering about the future and what's going to happen and what's going to, why is this happening to me, or this happened to me before, and I need to do something about it, or what's going to happen if I don't act on what's going on. No, accept things as they are, and it's going to keep you present, right? Keep you present in the moment. So acceptance fully supports the practice of mindfulness, helping us cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. And there's nothing better than that. You understand? Like I said, today my day was going all haywire. My day was going all crazy. You understand? But I accepted it. And I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I expressed gratitude. I expressed gratitude. You understand? Because it could be a whole lot worse. And hey, I said thank you to the universe. Thank you to my creator source. Because I know everything that's happening now is happening for my highest good. That's acceptance. And that's what this is. It helps you to stay present. Okay? It's not about wondering, okay, well, what's going to happen or what did happen before. No, it's about accepting this moment for what's going on and staying in that moment and being mindful of the abundance of the universe that you are already aligned with, that we are all aligned with, that's flowing through each and every one of us. All right? No matter what's going on externally, we are abundant within. So that's what it is. Stay in that moment and being mindful of the abundance that flows within you also helps you, or also helps to foster acceptance of that thing, because it's like, hey, no matter what's happening externally, I am good, I am great, I am abundant, I am blessed, I am grateful. All right? So yeah, and acceptance also helps with spiritual growth. All right? Acceptance is a fundamental aspect of spiritual growth. It allows us to transcend the ego. All right? We all know the good old ego, man. The ego is always here. The ego is there to protect us, right? Or so it thinks. It's protecting us. The ego is always ready to, battle for us and go, and go out for us. But most of the time, it's just causing damage and bringing up, pain from the past. All right? So thank you, ego, but no thank you. I appreciate you, but have several seats. All right? My higher self is in control. My divine ego is in control. All right? So, acceptance allows us to, to go beyond the ego, to transcend the ego. All right? And connect with our higher self or spiritual essence. All right? So, yeah. This is what I'm saying. I want to connect with my higher self. I'd rather be aligned and connected completely with my higher self than to be listening to my ego and oh yeah, you gonna take that? You gonna fight? Look what happened to you look what happened to you when you accepted that before. Look what happened to you. You got hurt. So no, we got to protect ourselves. That's the ego's job. All right? We're not listening to the ego no more. We want to connect to our higher selves so that we can transcend the mundane. All right? So by accepting the divine order of the universe, that's what I'm saying. By aligning with the divine order of the universe. All right? You hear me? By accepting, all right, and aligning, we align ourselves with a greater purpose. And that's the goal. All right? We all want to, most of us, I want to say most of us, well, I do. I want to align with the greater purpose. All right? And that could only happen when we accept and we allow ourselves to align with the abundance and the blessings of the universe. All right? With the abundance and the blessings of our higher divine selves. And that's about it. Okay? And, acceptance allows us to tap into our profound sense of peace, love, and unity. Unconditional love, grace, compassion, empathy. All right? So, yeah, this topic is near and dear to my heart because, I'm celebrating that because honestly, y'all, I've learned this concept. However, today was one of the first days I witnessed myself or I knowingly practiced it, where I did not allow myself to get out of alignment because of external things that were happening. All right, things weren't going my way and things, went off course and things didn't go as I planned. And I was neutral. Like that's a big step for me, and I'm celebrating, and that led me to talk about this topic. So yeah, acceptance is the key. All right, acceptance has many spiritual benefits, and even if you're not spiritual, acceptance has many benefits in general. All right, where it opens up your life, it opens up the floodgates, it brings harmony. All right, by embracing acceptance in our lives, we can experience inner peace, liberation from suffering. Like I said, the deeper connections with others. All right, letting go of control, mindfulness, personal growth, spiritual expansion, joy, connection to our divine higher selves, alignment with the universe and the natural flow of how things are supposed to go. All right? Acceptance brings us a deeper sense of fulfillment. All right? To help us live a more meaningful life, a more purposeful life. Acceptance brings empowerment. So yeah. Thank you for joining me today. Once again, my name is Sanchia. I am your spiritual transcendence coach, healing and transformational guide, also a best-selling author. And I thank you for joining Transformation Tuesdays. And I will see you soon. Please don't hesitate to follow the Divine Dosage page on all social media outlets. Also feel free to follow Phoenix Vibrations, which is the sister to Divine Dosage. Check out phoenixvibrations.com, where you get all the information about my work and everything that's doing. I have a lot of free resources and tools that you can utilize as far as empowerment, healing from trauma, and all these different things. All right. Please like this video, subscribe to the page, subscribe to the channel Divine Dosage, and please share the video. Please share the video, y'all. Show some love. I'm working on building my network, and I am committed to posting videos at least once a week. I am also going to be recording new podcast episodes because the Divine Dosage also has a podcast. This is a podcast page, and I will be also uploading the podcast to YouTube. So please continue to join me. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Once again, my name is Sanchia Divine, or Sanchia, and I am blessed to be here. All right, so I'll see you next week for another Transformation Tuesday. And I hope you join me then as well. Thank you. Have a blessed and wonderful day.